We are back at it again, exposing more Republican groomers. Because shame is their name and projection is their game. FYI, none of these offenders are drag queens. Remember these guys? They call themselves Patriot Front. They want to establish a white Christo-fascist ethno-state and have caused millions of dollars in damage to black cultural monuments around the country, including the George Floyd Memorial.
Come on, there's barely one. Let's go. Pull it. Come on. Get up there. Okay, one.
Patriot Front member could get 30 years in prison for child porn charges. Jared Michael Boyce, who was arrested last June in connection to the white nationalist group Patriot Front for allegedly conspiring to disrupt an LGBTQ+ event in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, last month pled guilty to 9 felony counts of sexual exploitation of a minor, as well as a misdemeanor count of dealing in material that's harmful to minors.
Can we get some AI to pick plastic out of the ocean, or do all the robots need to be screenwriters? This one time as I was leaving the doctor's office in Germany and they knew I was American, the front desk quipped, "We'll send you the bill." I was like, okay, and then the staff burst out laughing. "German joke, there's no bill, not like in America, ha 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 ha." What aren't people talking enough about? How 70 to 80-year-olds are generally regarded as unemployable due to mental decline / skill mismatch, yet they're exclusively the people running our country. Every rom-com is like, he is the misogynist CEO of a corporation that bulldozes orphanages to build private prisons for the CIA. She loves arts and crafts a little more than the average person. They both have flaws. And finally, this is an Onion headline. Fans speculate who Taylor Swift might be talking about in new song. My weird little racist guy.
All right, this filter is supposed to show you what you would look like if you were an animal. So let's see. I don't know how to feel about this.
Sometimes I forget the blissful ignorance you all live in regarding disabled people and how little you all gave a fuck about us as we were dying en masse. due to COVID. But I was fucking waiting for this comment, so let's go. Let's particularly focus on the word able-bodied. The best way to be deemed too disabled to work is to get a Social Security determination of disability. It is a rigorous application process, and people sometimes wait years for it. In fact, between the years 2008 and 2019, about 110,000 people died waiting for a disability hearing. And despite you all wanting to forget, let's keep in mind that these are pre-pandemic numbers. According to the Brookings Institute, there's an estimated 4 million people out of full-time work due to long COVID. And those are just the people who have deemed themselves unable to work. An estimated 19 million adults have long COVID. The system is already stressed from an influx of people seeking a disability determination. Meanwhile, Biden is determined that COVID is over. So any COVID supports to the system are gone. And in 2 years, they'll be here again. With all these people chipping away at supports for the vulnerable. Compromise.
What makes you guys think it's right to fly that flag in a conservative town?
My right as a community member. Please get off my property before I call the police.
Tell them all you want.
Yeah.
It's not acceptable anymore.
Totally cool.
That flag is not acceptable here.
So imagine for 1 second that was a person on the left going up to someone's house that was flying a Trump 2024 flag. And they go up to their house and say, you can't fly that. Like, why are you flying that? It would have been a whole nother story because we know that those freaks are armed and dangerous and deranged. So maybe it's time for people on the left to start arming themselves too, because at this point it's gonna have to be self-defense. You guys really that serious that you go to someone else's property and tell them that they can't fly that flag no more? It's not acceptable. People are now losing their freedom of expression, and then these freaks get to come over here to your house and tell you what you can or can't fly in your own fucking goddamn property. Get the fuck out of here.